It's time for the 2023 Ferrari car launch.
Here we go.
Come on, baby. Be nice. Be beautiful. Be sexy.
It's sexy. Oh yes, they've got the Ferrari on the rear wing.
Have they?
Yes, they have. They've done it. They've put the old school logo on the rear wing. I'm sure that's what they had. I'm sure I just they have. Oh yes.
Yes, Ferrari.
Bit more carbon here and there just for a bit of weight saving.
The only thing I don't like is the big blotch of black on the back.
Yeah.
That was the thing I was like, ooh.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's still sexy though.
Oh God, I'm so in love. It could be green. It could be yellow. It's just wonderful. Car on track. Shut up. What?
No, they're not. They're putting it on track.
This Ferrari have absolutely destroyed the competition in terms of a car launch. Oh, Ferrari
Here we go.
Smashed it.
Oh, this is hype. Like hearing a F1 car start up.
Yes! There it goes. The car's on track.
Awesome. Oh, it looks incredible.
Oh my God, that car is so sexy.
They've absolutely nailed this because every Formula One fan is just so desperate to see a car on track again.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've gone, what do F1 fans actually want to see? They want to chat to the drivers, reveal the car, and then get a car on track. Oh, this is so cool.
Imagine he gets out of the car and goes, the car is dreadful. I have not stopped smiling from the moment the Ferrari car launch started. And I am just basking in the glory of seeing on track the championship winning car of 2023. Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day, and I think I've fallen in love with Ferrari because
you don't come anywhere near us. All right, you've chosen Max, you've chosen Red Bull. Don't you dare do this.
No, of course I'm still supporting Max, but I am hyped. You know, I'm quite the chill one, but just that launch was incredible. The car looks amazing, and I'm buzzing. It really does feel like the season started. Well done, Ferrari.
It was not only the best car launch of the year, but potentially the best car launch that's ever happened. They did a live shakedown of the 2023 car around Fiorano. You had chat with the drivers. You had a grandstand full of fans with the passion of the Tifosi there. They were chanting away, having a great time. We heard from Fred Vasseur. Obviously, we heard from some of the Ferrari development drivers as well, which was nice. And then we wrapped it up by seeing the car on track. Could they have done anything better? I don't think so.
No, we were applauding McLaren yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Losing track of time. I'm so excited. Applauding McLaren yesterday that they did their launch and they didn't, spend ages talking to irrelevant people. They got the drivers out, got the team principal out, had a chat, and launched the car. Ferrari did the same thing, but then just took it to a whole new level. Because at the end of the day, Formula One fans, the most exciting thing is when we see an F1 car on track again. We've had the whole winter break. We've been waiting to see a Formula One car on track. And to have them do that during the launch, that's perfect.
I still can't stop smiling. And not only is it the car launch, but also the car as well. It is sex on wheels. I think that there's one tweak of maybe a little bit too much black on the rear fin. And also, as I look at the side-on angle, maybe I'm not massively a big fan of the Saver CEVA or CEV black cutout there. I think that kind of ruins the flow a little bit, which I didn't actually notice when the car went out. But that being said, it's still a very sexy car.
When we were waiting for the car reveal, I said what I wanted, keep it exactly the same, and put the Ferrari, old school Ferrari logo on the rear wing like we saw at Monza. And pretty much that is exactly what they've done. Yeah, a little bit on the side that I'm not hugely a fan of, but it's kind of like a little bugbear when the front angle is perfection. It's what we said this last year. The Ferrari just needs to be simple and beautiful, which is exactly what it is. But they've just put the cherry on top with that Ferrari on the rear wing. It is so good. I absolutely love it.
What a car, what a launch. Of course, we heard from Fred Vasseur, who No, it's good to hear from him. Bit weird seeing him in a Ferrari shirt, wasn't it? It's an adjustment phase for me to see him, the team principal of Ferrari.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see if he can get that team another step forward. Because Binotto, to be fair to him, he became a bit of a meme, and but realistically, that team did go forward in terms of pace, and we've said this before. Things like Aston Martin and McLaren should be up there, but Ferrari, they did it. The problem, what made it so heartbreaking, is just throwing away so many points with, you've got this good car, why are you messing it up with putting inters on or hard tyres on or all these silly things?
It's weird how we would have perceived it as fans last year. For example, if they came out the blocks and they were breaking down like Red Bull did at the start, they had no good results. But towards the end, they had what they did at the start of the season. Everyone would be like, oh, what a season from Ferrari. They finished so strongly and all that sort of stuff. But because they started really strongly and then tailed off, we now have that different kind of perception. And I guess that's all recency bias and that sort of stuff. So
the hope that kills you.
Yeah, it is. But also, the off-season has healed me. And the hope is right to the brim right now. Let's now, I guess, move on to where do we think they're going to finish this year? How do we think they're going to do? Now, you may have seen from the predictions video that we did that in my brain is saying Mercedes is going to be back, Hamilton's going to win the title, but my heart is still overpowering and is actually more overpowering now than ever after that car launch, that Charles Leclerc will be world champion. There's a part of me that's like, Matt, you are chatting absolute rubbish, but I have to back it. I'm wearing a Ferrari t-shirt. If I don't, I'm just a mug. So, well, I'm a mug anyway. But I think that I'd like to believe that fundamentally the Ferrari team isn't as flawed as maybe it looks. And of course, being in the spotlight, as Ferrari were last year, we noticed every single mistake. I'm waffling, and I feel like that's a lot of fanboying going on right now. But in a nutshell,
you've got to convince yourself.
I believe... mostly that they're going to do well this year.
I believe. In your head going, you do believe that. You do believe.
Yeah.
Keep saying it.
Yeah.
It seems harsh to say that I think Ferrari will finish third, because I think they are going to have a good car and going to be quick. But I think that just shows that I think it's going to be close at the top. I mean, look at last year. I don't think Mercedes should have been anywhere near Ferrari's points tally. That shouldn't have even been a championship battle for P2 in the constructors, with the car Mercedes had at the start of the year and the car that Ferrari had, and you could argue for most of the season, really. One thing that will be fascinating to see, though, and we did a poll on Twitch chat, is will Carlos actually step up
and be a match for Charles Leclerc, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and it was almost a 50-50 split. So there are people out there that believe in Carlos, and there were moments in the season, especially towards the end of last year, where he was quicker than Charles. And whether there was a level of motivation that dropped off for Charles knowing that he couldn't win the world title, I mean, that's a very natural human reaction if that is the case. But Carlos did step it up. You cannot deny that. And it'll be interesting to see how those two match up. The haters that were like, Charles washed after 2021 were very quickly silenced in 2022. But I think Carlos has had another year to bed into the team. And personally, he should be able to take a step up. But it's where Charles will then be. Will he take a further step up and try and close the gap to Max, or has he hit a ceiling at the moment in his career? It's all to play for. We don't know right now, and that's the beauty of Formula One. We'll have to wait until lights out in Bahrain. But I'm so excited. It's been amazing to see this car on track. Buzzing, can't wait to get hurt again. I'm sure you'll be watching along or listening in your ears or wherever you are to the pain that will undoubtedly happen from round one. But that is pretty much it. Thank you so much, Ferrari, for the best car launch this year, if not ever. And thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the support as always. Follow us, Matt P1 Tommy, on everywhere. And we'll see you very soon for another video or podcast or Twitch stream. Bye!
Bye!